Hello folks, Pastor Rocky Branch. Hope you're doing great today. Well, for the last several days, we've been sick around the house. I got a little sick and Janice got sick as well. So I haven't come to you here in a while with a video, but I think sickness is not always a bad thing. I think it's a time that God gives us the opportunity to kind of settle down a little bit and think about some things. I think that's very important. When we're sick, we obviously are limited in a lot of ways. Now, what happened to me, I got involved in a little defogger situation where I was kind of letting one of those bombs off and I got a little poison into my lungs and got an infection. So that kind of put me down a little while. Miss Janice has got some sort of the flu or the virus and she's coming back a little bit. But sickness is a time, as I mentioned, that we can kind of get together in our mind and kind of think about some things and let the Lord speak to us. As we face 2013, a lot of decisions need to be made. A lot of them need to be made in church. I wonder how many years, maybe New Year's, have you experienced that you decided that you're going to have a better church year, a better year serving the Lord. I think a lot of people say that. I think a lot of people are sincere about that. I think a lot of people decide that maybe the year before, whatever year it might have been, in this case 2012, well, you might say, I want to do better in 2013, and hopefully that's the case. But what happens to us is we start trying to do better, and we do better for a little while, and then we kind of fall back into the old way, or completely out of the way from where we were the year before. But you see, what God wants us to do is to take day at a time. That's how you do in sickness. You take day at a time. Well, one day you don't feel so well, and you kindly stay down, you drink the fluids, you take the meds, and then the next day, hopefully, you feel a little better. You don't go 2 or 3 days ahead. You go day at a time. Well, that's the way it is in serving the Lord. You can't go a week ahead in serving the Lord or even 2 days ahead. You have to go day at a time. Sometimes it's hour by hour. Sometimes you feel a little better at 1 o'clock than you did at 12 o'clock. That's the way the Lord wants us to be, I believe, day at a time. Our faith issues are day at a time. So maybe you have been trying to get ahead of yourself. Maybe you've been trying to live all week, before you can live day at a time. I think God wants us to take Him and take Him seriously, but take Him on the spot and take Him day at a time. In the Bible, when we read, the Bible said, give us this day our daily bread. Not give us this week our weekly bread or give us this month our monthly bread, but give us this day our daily bread. Perhaps you might be getting ahead of yourself trying to live, next week, today, when only you can live today. Not even tomorrow can you live today. So let me encourage you to take today, do your devotions, do your prayer time, do your time of commitment, do your ministry time, do it today, and tomorrow will take care of itself. If you and I will put God first today, tomorrow is going to be okay because He's the God of yesterday, today, and tomorrow, and He'll take care of it. So sick times are not really bad times. They're just times that we have to reevaluate. I believe God would have us to do that in all situations, just to reevaluate. So let me encourage you today, consider He that doesn't change. When times of our lives change, then God will always be perfect. Let us rely on Him, for He does not change. You take care of yourself. God bless you. We love you. And goodbye.